Hey there guys, it's TheRamosOnline and I'm going to be bringing you another versus recording, but before I do, this isn't going to be a singles battle and you're going to see me using something that you wouldn't expect me to use, and that is because I am celebrating the new tiers. So to those who have not heard what the new tiers are, let me go and read them out. When I say new tiers, I mean Pokemon moving tiers. So Smogon has just released the changes that will be happening in December, which is I guess now. Wobbuffet moving from RU to NU, who cares? Lopunny moving from PU to RU. Mega Lopunny is RU! Oh, I thought for sure it was going OU, but it's going RU. Oh, we don't know how long it's going to stay there. It might go up, it might go down, probably going to go up at some point, but I am just so happy that Mega Lopunny is sitting in RU because, I'm sorry, Gardevoir, you've been my starter since Pokemon Emerald, which means like 10 years now or something. I love you so much, your Mega is so good, but Lopunny is just, it's adorable, it's a rabbit, I want to snuggle it, it's fluffy, it's cute, and it's strong, and now it's got a Mega, and it's my favourite Mega. My favourite Mega is Mega Lopunny. There, I said it. So to those who care, the other tier moving things is Mega Altaria, which means its Mega form as well has gone from PU to UU. Leafeon's dropped down from NU to PU. Pidgeot went from PU to RU, which is the same tier as Mega Lopunny. So it looks as if Lopunny has got a rival in that tier, and it is going to be Mega Pidgeot, which can't miss a hurricane. Lopunny does, of course, get things like Stab, High Jump Kick, and the Elemental Punches, which means Pidgeot is still not safe from Mega Lopunny, but Mega Lopunny isn't safe from Pidgeot, so that's going to be pretty awesome. Sableye moved from UU to OU, and I'm not sure that's because of its Mega, or if that's just what ended up happening. Dragalge finally got its hidden ability, which means it's now gone from NU to RU, and if you don't know what its hidden ability is, it is Adaptability, which makes Dragalge a really scary, bulky Pokemon. Salamence moved from UU to OU, but unfortunately, just as this change happened, Smogon did ban Salamencite from OU, which means it's probably going to drop back down to borderline come January, but it's now in OU until at least January, which means we won't have to deal with it. Well, we didn't have to deal with it in the first place because it was borderline, so, you know, whatever. Sceptile has gone from NU to RU, so a lot of these Pokemon that were very low in the tiers went up to RU after they got their Mega, not OU or UU, which was surprising. Mawile, whose Mega has obviously been banned for a while now, moved from OU to UU, which means apparently it's still getting used. I do enjoy using base Mawile, but it's not that strong. Why is it still being used? Do things just go down on the ladder more slowly than they go up? I don't know how it works. So Houndoom went from UU to RU. I don't know why, but I guess no one was using Mega Houndoom. Beedrill has made the biggest improvement of all the Megas. It went from frickin' PU to UU. So Mega Beedrill is a powerhouse and it's in UU, and Metagross went from UU back into OU, so it's now back in its old home in OU, and those are the only changes we know of so far. I'm guessing was it Mega Gallade is still RU for the time being, so yeah, and to celebrate that I decided to use my Mega Lopunny that I've been breeding, Alice. So with that huge intro out of the way, I apologize for how long that was. Which of these changes are you the most hyped for? Which of these different tier changes are you just losing your minds over? Because for me, it's Lopunny! I love this thing, it's adorable. So, this is the battle I'm going to be showing you first. As you can see, my opponent has got the Hitmontop, the Cresselia, the Tyranitar, and the... what's that thing called? It's, something. Its pre-evolved form is Leap or something. It's completely slipping my mind for some reason. I am packing the Mega Lopunny, the Cresselia, which is the Pokemon people wouldn't expect me to bring because I'm normally against that kind of thing, but I want to be fully competitive this time around, so I'm bringing a fully competitive team. I've got the support Gyarados, I've got the Hydreigon, which is Scarfed, so let's go right into this battle. So, my powerhouse, listen to that 8-bit awesomeness. That's the classic legendary beast music from Gold, Crystal, so Gold, Silver and Crystal. So I'm in with Cresselia and Lopunny. So Lopunny is the main powerhouse in this party, and this is the opponent's lead was so terrible. Lopunny beats both these Pokemon. So I really thought the T-Tail would be the Mega and he'd want to save it, so he'd switch it out. So I go for Mega Evolution, and I'm going for Fake Out onto the tentacle thing. My god, why can't I remember its name? I can probably Google it while I'm waiting. So while I'm Googling that, I go for the Icy Wind to slow both these things down. My Cresselia is speed control, but it is also an offensive build. It's HP, modest, special attack. I soft reset maybe once or twice, and I got 4 IVs. I'm like, well, I'm going to use it then. So Tila goes for the very odd Rock Slide. It is stab, so it does deal a decent amount of damage to Lopunny. Of course, Cresselia did avoid it, so Lopunny took the full force of that Rock Slide. So I was quite certain my opponent was going to protect on the T-Tar this turn. The only reason I thought he left it in was predicting the Fake Out. So now I switch out my Cresselia, because I go into Gyarados to weaken the T-Tar in case he wants to leave it in. And you might think it's a weird move to bring Gyarados in on a potential Rock Slide, but I really didn't think he was going to leave this T-Tar in. So I go for the Low Kick onto the evolved form of a Leap. Quick, give me Google, please help me. It's Cradily! It's a Cradily! So, yeah, you go for the Earthquake, which is a brilliant play on my part, because, I mean, even though Cresselia is basically, I think all the Pokemon I brought to this battle are immune to Earthquake apart from Lopunny. So actually, no, that was a very bad play. What are you doing? In case you guys are wondering why I have Low Kick over High Jump Kick, it's because High Jump Kick has a chance to miss, which is very bad in certain situations, and can also be abused if you have Protect on your Pokemon, because then you can protect on a predicted High Jump Kick. Low Kick can have the same base power, even more, I think the highest it can have is base 120 or something, I don't know, but it's more reliable because you can't dodge it, and it does damage based on weight, and a lot of the things in double battles are quite heavy because they need to be kind of bulky. So he goes into his Hitmontop, and I go for the taunt on his Cresselia, wanted to shut that thing down, and it turns out it went for the T-Wave, which means, yes, I shut it down. It was trying to slow my team down. I really do prefer the Icy Wind for speed control because you can't taunt that. My Cresselia actually just has Psychic, Icy Wind, Moonlight, and Protect. I do want to change one of those moves for Moonblast, possibly Protect, change Protect for Moonblast, just so I can deal with Dark types. I might try and switch in on my Psychic type moves, but anyway, I don't want Lopunny to go down, so I now switch into my Cresselia to eat up a pretty close combat. He could have easily gone for the Fake Out, and I could have wanted to stay in, but I didn't want to risk that. So I just go for a nice Waterfall on to the Hitmontop. I am, of course, intimidated, so it won't be too much damage, and that Cresselia wants to slow me down, so he has Icy Wind as well. So, speed control, it's a thing again. Going for that nice close combat onto my Cresselia, so that was obviously a good predict on my part. I really thought he might have gone for the Fake Out, but I just didn't want to take the risk. So he's going to have his defense and special defense load because he got up close and personal to a Cresselia. So yeah, you don't want to do that because that's bad. Everyone's going to take a bit of Sandstorm damage. That T-Tar is just being a slight pain even when it's behind the enemy lines. And then there's leftovers. So you know, this turn will end in approximately 10 years. Give it some time. Okay, I'm bored, so I also get Leafeon's recovery, so we've both revealed our Cresselia's items, and he decides to switch his Hitmontop out. Bad play. I know my Gyarados is intimidated, it's -1, but this is still going to be a stab, super effective Waterfall, and I had no reason to not go for that slot. He probably did this to eat up my Psychic, but really, his T-Tar was the only thing that could have stopped my team. That was probably his Mega, and he was probably just waiting to Mega Evolve because he didn't want to waste, I don't know, Sandstorm turns or something. But because of that misplay, it just goes down. So his Mega is gone, if that was his Mega. If it wasn't his Mega, I don't know what this guy was doing. Maybe this was a bad battle. This was rated. This was a rated doubles battle, which, oh my goodness. I've only had a couple rated battles and doubles, but they are so much fun, especially with Mega Lopunny. So, I get some chip damage off, which is completely eaten up by the leftovers because Cresselia is, despite being an offensive build, not one of the most powerful Pokemon in the world. Gets off that second Intimidate, so my Gyarados is basically going to be doing no damage anymore. Goes for a Fake Out onto my Cresselia, that was it. I'm not entirely sure why he went for that. He goes for the Thunder over my Cresselia as well. Maybe he was predicting a switch. Maybe he thought, oh, I'll Fake it out in case he wants to stay in, and I'll T-Wave it as well in case he wants to switch into the Mega Lopunny, but I had no reason to, and now I just paralyzed his Cresselia. So, of course, flinched, can't move, doesn't really matter. Cresselia is like a rock. It's really hard to get rid of a Cresselia when it's on the field. You've got to nuke that thing, even with no defensive investment. It is really tough to take down. Mine isn't really like defensive invested. It's got max HP, but it's modest. It's not like bold or anything, so it's running completely off its natural bulk, apart from the HP, obviously. Went with the close combat on my Gyarados. I don't know why. This guy isn't making... I mean, I guess it was the only play he could have made, but did he not carry like Stone Edge or something? Goes for the Icy Wind. That seems to be the only attacking move his Cresselia has, which means his Cresselia is purely there to be a speed control. It wants to paralyze things, it wants to Icy Wind things. So my Psychic is going to just nuke the rest of this Hitmontop, and down it goes. And my opponent now has like nothing he can do. I think I still have all 4 Pokemon, so it's a 4v1, and he just going to forfeit. Props to him. I feel unfortunate that I got that critical hit when I did on his T-Tar, but that was a very big risk he took. I was waterfalling the Hitmontop slot, so that was not a good play. I would have let the Hitmontop go down and tried to get off my Mega, because once he Mega evolves, he gets bulkier, so he can take a waterfall. And he knew that I couldn't do anything to him with Cresselia because I think he saw my full moveset. I don't think I shouldn't protect, but I'm sure I would have shown him the Moonblast at some point rather than the Icy Wind when I was attacking the Cresselia, but I don't know. So that is just the first. I am going to be showing you another doubles battle later on. So in case you missed today's question of the day, it is, which of the new tier changes are you the most hyped for? If you don't remember them from the beginning, you don't want to go back to the beginning, just look in the description below and I would have like pasted all the tier changes that are currently confirmed for December 2014. So that was a really awesome battle. I thank you for watching. If you like what you see, remember to give the video a thumbs up, maybe favourite it, that would be cool as well. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you could subscribe. It really helps show support for the channel, and it makes me want to keep doing what I do. So I will see you lovely people in the next video.